Oh, hey, what's going on, you exposed nose hair? A friendly reminder that it's okay to be wrong, and it's okay to admit you're wrong. It'll show maturity and your willingness to grow, and that's okay because we're all human beings and we all have room to grow, and that doesn't mean that you're a bad person. Welcome back to Microscope. My name's Mike. Well, oh my, look what the cat dragged in. I knew you couldn't resist being a nerd with me. You're back again, and we're back again with a fun time learning episode. And today we're learning about the Gastrotrich. Oh boy, look at that thing wiggle down there. Gastrotrichs are multicellular eukaryotic microanimals that fall under the phylum of Gastrotricha, which includes 800 different species. So that's pretty cool, and their name comes from Latin meaning hairy stomach or hairy bellies, and I think that's just the silliest little name ever, isn't that? Isn't that funny? Gastrotrich are truly microscopic, ranging at the smallest from 60 micrometers to about 500 and a bit larger in some other species. Very, very little tiny little goobers. They have cylindrical or bowling pin shaped little bodies with a simple central nervous system, eye spots, reproductive and digestive systems. They're covered in a cuticle, which protects them and often has little spikes on them, which is where they get their silly little name from. You know, hairy bellies. Most species of Gastrotrich are colorless, being that they're translucent, but some may have some pigmentation that may provide brown, red, or yellowish coloration. Not the ones that I've got, though. That stings. They locomote or move using cilia, which are tiny little hairs that are very common in the microcosmos, in which they cover the extremity of the organism, either the cell or the body, and they wave these cilia in a synchronized pattern or fashion in order to propel themselves through the water, kind of like a rowboat. Again, that's a good reference for it, I swear, rowboat. Gastrotrichs can be found in freshwater sources like ponds, lakes, streams, and creeks, but also marine or ocean waters. They're typically found within the soil or among the aquatic plants that are submerged. However, there are some more terrestrial species that can survive in a very thin film of water on the soil or in the soil. So that's pretty cool. They're everywhere. Most species of Gastrotrich are detritivores, meaning they'll eat decomposing plant and animal matter, which is kind of yummy. But they'll also eat bacteria, other microorganisms, and algae if they get the chance. They play a huge role in the decomposition process by taking organic matter, eating it, and then pooping it out for something else to use. You know, that's how it works. And they're a huge food source for things like nematodes, mites, and flatworms. Oh, and the Gastrotrichs eat with a powerful pharynx, which is kind of the throat, and they use that to kind of suck food into their mouth, so enjoy that visual. The lifespan of most Gastrotrich species is relatively short-lived, 2 to 3 days. So sad, right? Nope, not really. They reproduce like crazy and they reach maturity rather quickly, so they're okay with it. Some species will use parthenogenesis to reproduce, which is an embryo that's created without the need for another partner. Some species will use reproduction with another partner, and some can just very rarely fragment and break apart. Fragmentation. Don't worry about it. And here's 2 fun facts and 1 boring history fact about the Gastrotrich. 1 is that they have been known to have symbiotic relationships with bacteria that live inside of them and make resources for them. That's pretty cool. 2 is they can survive in polar regions and hot springs. And 3 is they were discovered in 1859 by Carl Gegenbauer. Sorry if I said that name wrong. Sorry about that. But thanks for writing these things down on a piece of paper, homie. All right? Well, I had fun, and as always, thanks for watching. Love yourself. I'll see you next time. Smellies.